A life in Jesus Christ is following his example, following his teachings, and being the perfect imitation of Jesus here on earth, or represent God on earth as Jesus did. There are stages of Jesus' life, chiefly, namely, the nativity, for Christ's child, a child will lead them. Then the child grew strong, and God's Spirit was upon him, and he taught in the temple as young Jesus taught. Then the baptism by John in the River Jordan. Then the temptation of Jesus before he started his 3-year ministry. Then the passion of Jesus, the triumphant entry into Jerusalem, where he spoke to the crowds and performed many, many miracles. Then the end of his ministry, the Last Supper, where he washed the feet of the disciples. Our servant king was humble, and he said, "Children, do not be afraid, for I have overcome the world, I've overcome death. A little while I'm with you, but you will leave me alone, and each man and each woman will be scattered throughout the world, each to their own." And alone he was, as he faced the final judgment. On the cross, he bared the sins of humanity, and even then, he spoke nothing of but forgiveness. He said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." And he also said, as the Roman soldier pierced his side with a spear to make sure he was finally killed and dead on the cross, he said, "Father, why have you forsaken me?" But he wasn't forsaken. There was a plan for Jesus. He rose again after 3 days to atone for sin. The resurrection, the second coming, then the ascension to God. He saw his followers. He bore the signs of the cross on his hands and on his feet, proved who he was. "I'm Jesus, I've come again." Spread my teachings throughout the land. And Paul wrote letters, and he confirmed the Church of Christ. Christianity was born. This happened 2,000 years ago. Our life in Jesus, as I said, is following his teachings and living out the perfect example of Jesus Christ. Follow his example. For Jesus said, "I'm the bread of life." By saying that, he was offering a free meal. But no, not manna from heaven. For God gave you that bread, not Moses. "I give you the true bread, everlasting life. I am the milk bread." Jesus was the bread of life, but I am the milk bread. And what I offer, you won't thirst, you won't hunger. I'm the perfect provision. I set up the YouTube channel, at which you're welcome. Everyone is welcome here. For I believe as Jesus believed. Different people, different cultures, different voices. Diversity is power. Inclusion is strength. Our diverse community is our strength. And we are one connected community, living a life in Jesus Christ. Welcome to my YouTube channel.